Hello everyone, welcome to Literature Camp, a channel for the preparation of UGC NET and SET in English literature. I am Debarghya Chakraborty. This is my first class on Unit 5 of UGC NET syllabus, that is Language, Basic Concepts, Theories and Pedagogy. This unit becomes very important because every time many questions come from this unit. So we should read this unit very carefully. So let's start this class. I hope you are going to make notes of all the points I'm going to make. So be ready with a pen and paper and start making notes. The first concept that we need to know is morphology. What is morphology? The word morphology is introduced by a linguist whose name is August Schleicher. Let me write it down. Introduced by August Schleicher. Schleich here. August Schleicher, who is a linguist, introduced this term morphology in 1959. So what is morphology then? Morphology is the study of formation or composition of words. So it is the study of principles by which a word is made, a word is formed. Let me give an example to make it clear. Let's take a word, unthinkable. Unthinkable. This word is made of 3 units. Un, that is the prefix, think, that is the base word or root word, and able, that is the suffix. By these 3 units, prefix, base or root and suffix, this word unthinkable is made. So it is the study of formation or composition of words. So it's a study of principles by which a word is formed. Right? I hope you have understood. That is called morphology. There is another concept we need to know, that is morphemes. What is morpheme? Morpheme is the smallest unit of a word which has meaning. Let's take an example, the same example, unthinkable. If we break this word, we get unthink plus able, right? And each unit, un has a meaning, think has a meaning, able has a meaning. So if we break this word unthinkable, we get un, think and able, and each unit, that is the smallest unit of a word. I'm talking about word, not sound. All right. So un has a meaning, think has a meaning, able has a meaning. So each unit is called morpheme, which has a meaning. Un has a meaning, think has a meaning, able is a meaning. So that is called morpheme. So please make a note of it. I hope you have understood. And if you fail to understand, please make a comment. Next concept is phonology. What is phonology? By the word itself, we can understand phone means sound. Phone means sound. So it is the study of sound. Phonology is the study of patterns of sound in languages, not in a particular language, but in languages. So it is the study of patterns of sounds in languages. There are 2 types of phonology. What are they? Number 1 is phoneme. Number 2 is allophone. Now we shall be discussing what phoneme is and what allophone is. What is phoneme then? Phoneme is the smallest unit of a sound which does not have any meaning. Let me write it down. smallest unit of a sound. I'm talking about sound, not word. All right, which has no meaning but which creates meaningful differences. Yes, I may sound paradoxical little bit. Let me give an example to make it clear. Let's take uh, some words, some sounds. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about word. Phonology is about sound, not about word. So tab, tap, tap, then tan, then tag. These are all sounds, right? What is phoneme then? B sound, pa sound, na sound, ga sound. These are all sounds. That is the smallest unit of a sound. B, pa, na, ga. B, the sound b, or pa, or na, or ga does not have any meaning, but it is creating meaningful difference in the sound. Tab, tap, tan, tag. All right. So this is called phoneme, and there are 44 phonemes in English language. 44 phonemes. You can also make a note of it. 44 phonemes are there in English. So ba, pa, na, ga, these are all phonemes which does not have any meaning but which creates meaningful difference in sound. So please make a note of it. Now I'll erase this, then I'll discuss allophone. What is allophone? Let me erase it. What is allophone then? Allophone is the different ways of producing the same phoneme. Let me write it down. Is the different ways of producing same phoneme. Let me give an example to make it clear. The sound, the phoneme t, it is not alphabet T. All right, I'm not saying T. This t sound. I'm talking about sound, not word or alphabet. T sound, it is tap, little, tip. Look, this t sound has been used in many ways. Tap, little, tip. There can be many more, right? This t sound, it is t sound, it is an example of phoneme, but it is used or it produces different sounds. That is called allophone. Tap, little, thief. Whenever we are pronunciating these sounds, tap, little, thief, these are different sounds, right? So this allophone, sorry, this phoneme, the sound, it is producing different sounds. So it is different ways of producing the same phoneme. That is called allophone, right? I hope you have understood. Next, we'll see our next concept is going to be very much important. That is the concept of lang and parole. Every time question comes from this topic, lang and parole. What is lang and what is parole? First of all, Ferdinand de Saussure, we are sure this name is known to everybody, which is famous structuralist. I shall be discussing structuralism in my other classes. So there will be separate classes on literary theory. Do not worry. Ferdinand de Saussure discusses this concept of lang and parole in the third chapter titled The Object of Linguistics. The Object of Linguistics in his very famous work, Course in General Linguistics, published in 1916, right? So this is one information that we need to know. Ferdinand de Saussure discusses this concept of lang and parole in the third chapter titled The Object of Linguistics in the book Course in General Linguistics. This is very important. And who has translated? Definitely it is not originally written in English. It is originally written in French. Then it was translated by Wade Baskin. Wade Baskin. I shall be discussing about this work about structuralism later on in my separate classes on structuralism. So right now I intend to talk about this concept of lang and parole. So lang and parole. So who has translated this work? Course in General Linguistics. It is Wade Baskin, and we need to remember this publication year. I mean, in 1916 it was published. In which chapter it was introduced or it was discussed? The object of linguistics, right? Next, what is lang? What is parole? Lang. It's a again French word. Lang or long. I'm sure you are worried about the pronunciation. I'm not sure about the correct pronunciation of this word. I hope we should pronounce like lang because we use language. So lang. That's why. Lang stands for system of conventions. Stands for system of conventions, grammatical rules that are made by community for communication. Yes. So what is lang? Lang is a system of signs. System of signs. It is abstract. It is about rules. It is about uh, conventions which are made by a community for communication. So lang is all about rules, conventions, and which are universal. Yes, universal. Please make note of these terms I'm writing. You may get these terms in question paper because lang and parole, this concept is asked every time. You will get this question perhaps in assertion reasoning part. So you will see this kind of term: system of science, universal, homogeneous, homogeneous, homogeneous. So lang, it means, it stands for system of conventions, rules which are universal, which are made by community, by a community for communication, right? So this is all about lang. Next is parole. What is parole then? Parole refers to the act of speech. Parole, again, it's the French word which means speech, which means speech. It refers to the act of speech. The act of speaking is called parole. It refers to the real and concrete speech. It refers to the real and concrete speech act in which individual expresses. So An individual expresses his or her own language, right? It is about act of speaking. I'm talking about parole, all right, and it is concrete. And lang is abstract. This is one more information. Lang is about abstract ideas. Abstract, all right. This is all about lang. And parole, it is concrete, speech act in which individual expresses. It always depends on lang. Yes, because lang is about rules, conventions, and parole is about result, act of speaking. It always depends on lang. It is the result of lang. Yes, it is the result of lang. And it's manifestation of lang system into speech. So yes, it is the manifestation of lang into speech. When we speak, we remember the rules. So lang remains in the brain. It is abstract. That's why it is called abstract. Yes, see this. It is abstract. And parole, when we use it in our speech, it is concrete. It is concrete. It is heterogeneous. Heterogeneous. All right. So this dichotomy is very important. I hope you have understood this concept. So lang, let me just briefly summarize what I have said so far. Lang, it is about rules, grammatical conventions, rules, system of signs, universal rules. It can be homogeneous rules, abstract ideas which are made by a community for communication. Parole, it refers to the act of speech. So it is basically depending on lang. It is the result of lang. It is concrete. It is heterogeneous. So this dichotomy is very much important, and this dichotomy is very similar to the dichotomy between or the idea or the concept of language competence and language performance by Noam Chomsky. So I shall be discussing Noam Chomsky in my next class in detail. So this is all about today's class. I hope you have written down all the points. If you have any query, you can simply comment. I shall be replying everyone. And if you are new to my channel, let me tell you, I have created this channel, Literature Camp, for the preparation of UGC NET and SET in English literature. If you have internet pack, you can simply watch the classes. Thanks for your attention.